So we can break apart the hit me if I seem a little unimpressed with this. An antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with this, and I know.
Hi friends, welcome back to the next video. Now after setting up our data model, let's actually create our first DAX calculation. Now the first thing I like to do here at the beginning is to set up my measures table to make sure that I have grouped my measures together. So I'll head over to the home tab and under that I'll go to enter data and select it. Now in this I'll create my measures table and I'll rename this table to measures TBL and I'll hit enter. Now you can see on the right hand side we have measures TBL. Now I'll right click here. That makes sure that all the measures which is created here that automatically goes to in this measures TBL only. So I'll go and select new measure. Now the first measure which I want to be created here is a total sale, which is more often used sales, which is equals to sum x. Before that, I'll just format it. So I'll press Shift Enter. That will head me towards the new line, and I'll press Tab. Now here I'll use sum x function. Sum x that returns the sum of an expression evaluated for each row. So I'll need to pass here table for the table we have orders table, and the expression is the amount multiplied by the selling price. That returns me the total sales. Hit enter. Then we will got the total sales. This is the first measure, and I didn't want this column one, so I'll right click and delete it from here. Now let's see, does the Pareto rule applies to our data set or not? Before that, let's discuss what is Pareto rule. So the Pareto rule says that the 20% of the customer that will delivers the 80% of the sales. So I don't know does this rule applies to our data set or not. Let's check that. So for this, I'll create a new measure under the measures table. I'll go here, which is measures table name is top 20%, something like that, and I'll go to new line by shift enter. Then I'll step and I'll create a variable, and I'll use underscore variable name. The variable name is customer percent. Here we want to top 20 customers. So the top 20 customers. So I'll use distinct count function. Distinct count that will returns the distinct values in a column. That will count the distinct values in a column. So I want the column that is we have customer ID column. So I'll use customer ID and I'll multiply this with 0.2 to get the 20 only 20% customers. So then, sorry, why am I control? Then I'll use return keyword. Uh, Make sure that you return something when you use var keyword. So I'll use return, and what I want to return, I want to return a total sales. I'll use calculate, and in the expression I'll use total sales, and in the filter context I'll use the filter table. So filter table is unique values of this customer ID, unique values of the customer ID table. And filter context, I want the top 20% customers by their ranking. So I'll use rank x function, rank x, and in the table I'll use all. Why I'm using all? That will ignore the external filters which is applied to here in this to the table. So I'll use all of customer ID and in the table, and under the expression what I want the total sales, and this value which is optional, I'll order them by descending order, and this close parenthesis. This is the filter expression, and this should be less than or equals to what? Underscore customer percent. So let me remind you what I has done here. So the first what I done here, I calculated the customer percent, which is the total 20% customers. Then what I done, I return the total sales by filtering a table. Where the table is unique values of the customer IDs, which is ranked based on the total sales in the descending order, which should be less than or equal to this 20% customer. So we got the top 20% customers. So I'll hit enter. Now let's visualize this using a stacked column chart. I We need to add the values. Here I will add the total sales and the top 20 customer sales. 20 customers. Let's add the data labels also. So I'll enable this data labels, and let's increase the font size somewhere around 15, like that. So as you can see, the total sales is 1.35 million, and total the 20% sales are customers delivering the sales, that is 0.79. I think it doesn't close to 80%. Let's check that. So I'll create a new measure, which is simply dividing the total 20% customer with the total sales. So I'll use is Pareto variable is Pareto is Pareto is Pareto. I'll use divide. Why I'm using divide is it will handles the divide by zero cases. So in a numerator, I'll use top 20% customers sales, top 20%, and divide it by total sales, total sales, and the alternate result I'll provide a no result, something like this, no result, close parenthesis. Let's format this. So I'll hit shift enter, tab, and then I'll hit enter. Let's select a card, and this I'll select East Pareto. You can see 0.58. Let's format it into percent, percent. So I'll select percent here. You can see it only delivers to 58, somewhere around 68 60% approx. So that means the Pareto rule does not applies to our data set. So the additional thing that I want to discuss here is, let's calculate, let's see who are the customers which are delivering the 20% of the top 20% of the sales. So to do that, what we do, we'll create a new table. So the table, sorry, by how to create a table, that is model view. Go to model view, and create a new table. Now, and this what I want is it is a test table. So the test table, I want the unique value. So I'll use values function, values of customer ID. So I'll use values of customer ID. So let's see in the table view. So let's see here we have 89 rows. So that means we have unique customer IDs, that is customers, that is 89 customers. From that, let's see which are the top 20 customers. So to do that, I'll go here once again, and I'll what I do first of all, I'll go to top 20 customers, and I'll copy these things from here, and I'll go to again here in the test table, and I'll replace this with this. Let's format this. So return something. Yeah, I don't want to calculate. I just want to filter it. So filter by the values to the customer IDs, by rank them. So I'll hit enter. Let's go to the model view. Now you can see we have here 17 rows, which, and these are the customer IDs which are delivering the top 20% of the sales. So you can see that is that we have total 89 customer. Under that 89, 20% customers are yeah, close to 17. Yes. So these are the customers which are delivering the top 20% of the sales. So I'll delete this now for now. So uh, this, and that's it for testing the Pareto rule. I hope you found this walkthrough helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.